sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd and long. It's Watson. This complete to David Bell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Pharaoh Brown, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. The end zone. Cruz, not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Bridgewater on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater getting this out to the flat. Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Bridgewater again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. It's going to be a gain of 15 on 4th. Chubb on the counter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, he's got some down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
York now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
True all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater gets this one to Hill. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The final shot before break, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On third down, Bridgewater. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the save. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Mostert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to run the sneak, and he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
First down, Bridgewater. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He'll hit Mostert again here. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. On the out route, he's got Mostert. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some they like to go for the big shot. No fear risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits
take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Chubb will get the call running left. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watson to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Second down, here's Chubb again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know
the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Bills are going to recover. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessfully.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Singletary going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They had a great field position to start that opening drive. They get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that That's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, strike.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because
he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Strike. Check. Strike.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Tua going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Cook running the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Allen again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
56.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Allen now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point Bears will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before half for Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
From the 31, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
as a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the... And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And Davis with it left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. How the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Check, man. Check, man.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Dobbs. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A first down carry for Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get...
inside the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
19.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right, it was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone get 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Terrell Basham gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Willis now off play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dylan Cole. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Henry running right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They'd drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Head the street! Head the street!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
77 Wolf.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Come on. Hey! Hey, check that. No, Reed, no. We're lying.
On third down, Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down, Titans gain of 12.
Ready?
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Okay, ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Three.
In motion is Austin Hooper.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17. Bronco 80. 18, Pioneer.
Going on fourth down. Here's Willis. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And Monty Rice there on the tackle. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. He's going to have the first down and then some. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and back. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
15. Yellow. 43. 43. Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Hey, Ridley. I don't miss it. Yellow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Throwing, Willis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Willis to throw.
This is caught. It's Woods. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half. And
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And he'll get nothing out of it. His outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on third. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tyler Matakevich charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
21. One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Go ahead.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Allen. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Wait.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Go, fellas, here we go. 21. 1, Omaha. Flag!
Garoppolo on first down. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
Here we go. 2. 65. 21. Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Room here to run. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
47 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And now they'll throw with Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Garoppolo. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
21.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Trucks over it. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
This one happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. As that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, alert! 13!
Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now it's